Hey, congratulations, you made it. I'm excited here. You're on the inside here. You just have one quick step here. Confirm the email as you see below from Chaos Map Education, and you'll get that information. And there's nothing to buy here, so just make sure you hunt for that, and you should get it in about 5-10 minutes. So I invite you to do that, and in fact, that's the best way to get the information. Now, just because you're here, I wanted to share with you a free video. Again, nothing to buy here either. We are simply here to educate you, and this is on the 5 myths of the reluctant marketer. And we call this the reluctant marketer because, frankly, this is how we see the cozy worlds of financial advertisers, accountants, and consultants. This is really fading fast, and you'll see here in a few seconds what we mean by that. And so we're going to start with myth number one. This we see all the time. And by the way, before we continue, this is not a pressure sales video where we're trying to tweak the message to have you agree with us or see our viewpoint. This is simply the facts as we have come across them. Now, you may or may not agree with all of those, but we invite you to comment as well. So start with myth number one here. Websites is just a promo tool. Now, what's interesting here is in this business, you deal with a lot of referrals and handshakes, right? Well, how about a virtual handshake? Because essentially, when you're out there handing out your business card or engaging, what they're going to do is the first step is they're going to actually check out your website. And you probably know this, we see it all the time. The websites are frankly not good, right? Now, we're going to define what good means in a little bit here, but the first impression is not great. And that can mean the difference between getting a follow-up call from the client or losing that opportunity completely. So your website should be considered a critical part of your strategy to initiate and sustain that relationship with clients, and not just a promo tool. And so there's nothing like the personal interaction, as you've noted and we just spoke about, but the website can and should reinforce that commitment to clients. And professional service firms, they differ from one another in many ways. And of course, their size, scope of services, culture, client management, philosophies, and people. But to clients, they don't see all that. And so the website makes a professional service firm look like clones of others, right? You've seen this. If you just copy others. Now, if you do that and make bland statements like our passion is providing insights to small business which lead you and your organization to financial well-being, etc., they see through this. This is sort of meaningless claims, and they won't get the job done. So you should get your website in check, and you want to create trust here, continue that trust building, and get that know, like, and trust you moving forward. So build content around those specific needs and problems that you covered and that you know is rampant for your segment in the industry. And don't blast your qualifications or generic mission statements all throughout. They frankly have heard and seen enough of that, right? So give the clients what they're looking for, a way to see your firm a little differently, and also that you understand exactly what they need. So that's the first one. And we are on myth number two, referrals will sustain us. And you have implemented referrals as a core driver for your business. You may have actually official referral programs. That's great. But, doing great work and getting your referrals, well, it's sort of assumed, right? So you don't want to bet your business just on that. And long-term success is based on flawless delivery. So for your service business and in today's environment, you can't just assume that that's going to travel through and sustain you. So you need to add another level here, which is really a client level communication plan for existing clients, as well as integration of details of the success you've seen with others that you can actually build into your overall marketing plan. And that is a critical component to really turn this on in a whole new level that you haven't seen before. And we're at myth number three. So here we see the notion of keeping up with the Joneses, right? Safe marketing as others do. And so relying on marketing programs that others implement, it creates a blurred difference between you and others. It doesn't seem to have you stand out or create any differentiations. And sort of this, initial, claim of we are the best, we are the top, we are your leader, it's something that you need to put in place in a very different way in today's marketplace. And the idea is that taking the safest route is essentially actually quite risky. Seth Godin, who's a top marketer, speaks about this notion of safe marketing based on what's done by others. And so what you should do is lead your marketing communication with something that is much more client focused. And an example of that would be, a detailed understanding of your client's problem, followed by how you helped others in the same situation, right? So that's myth number 3. Okay, and myth number 4 here, find the pain of your audience. I mean, how many times have you heard that, right? This is very common. You hear it from sales and marketing trainers everywhere. Find out what is the problem of your audience. What keeps them awake at night? Sweaty hands, headaches, all of that stuff, right? What are your pain points? And if you had a magic wand, which problems would you make disappear? And, this is interesting because you need to include that level of thinking. But if that is at the core, it exposes some flaws. And one is you're basically saying, hey, if I can solve your problem, then we have a solution for you and we're off and running. It often can demonstrate a lack of preparation and care. And secondly, not all clients are looking for, pain remedies, right? So, of course, there's always problems and challenges up ahead, right? Things that you can improve. But sometimes clients just want to raise the bar, right? Company performance, new business opportunities, some process improvement, aspects of the business, etc. So you don't have to just simply provide solutions to the pain. That is myth number 4, and we see this also very common in the industry. Now, myth number 5. I left the best one for last. I know what a lead means. Well, let's take a look. If you look at the dictionary, right, a lead is defined as an individual or company with an actionable need for a service or solution. And that's essentially how people think about a lead. But in truth, there's actually a different aspect to this and a much more profound one. See, sales leads, they come from, marketing, lead generation processes such as trade shows, direct marketing, advertising, internet marketing, of course, or just simply you as the salesperson or as the business owner prospecting activities, that you have employed, like cold calling. Cold calling is a tough deal, but essentially there are many processes to get that first lead in, and it's essentially, you're changing the mindset and the process for how a lead should be treated in this new world. And here it is. You need to move a lead from the process step sales lead to the process step sales prospect. And so the lead is not just the initial touch point, but it's actually a series of qualification elements that you have to be ensuring that you actually pursue. So typically what this involves is, either by direct interrogation, and interrogation is kind of a harsh word, but you basically are trying to dissect, what is the timing and availability for purchase, right? What exactly are the trigger points at what time? And it's handled through a series of events through what's called the sales funnel or the sales tunnel, right? Another term here that you hear a lot is sales pipeline. It makes sense because people don't buy on the first touch point. And just thinking about a lead in this sort of shorthanded way, if I could put it that way, is limiting your business. You need to build out a nurturing kind of ongoing sales funnel that essentially 98% or whatever the number is actually ends up buying from you, but not on the first touch point. So that's the 5 myths that we come across a lot in this industry. And I want to thank you for listening here today. And again, make sure to confirm the email. You can go and check that now. You should have it in your inbox, and we're excited to educate you and help you along the way here. And if you have any questions, of course, just reply back to that email, and we'll help you out as much as we can. So with that, take care, and we'll see you soon.